One of the criminals who were hanged there kept deriding him and saying, "Are you not the Messiah? Save yourself and us." But the other rebuked him, saying, "Do you not fear God, since you are under the same sentence of condemnation? And we indeed have been condemned justly, for we are getting what we deserve for our deeds. But this man has done nothing wrong." Then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." Jesus replied, "Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." How do you imagine that Golgotha scene? One hymn asks, "Were you there when they crucified my Lord?" The thought of it causes us to tremble. Another familiar hymn begins, "On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross." On this day, the hill far away comes very close. As we ponder and pray the final words of Jesus, we tremble as we place ourselves at that ancient scene, and we tremble as we connect it to our present circumstance. This year, as I imagine Golgotha, I can't help but picture the 3 crosses about 6 feet apart, just close enough, perhaps, to hear each other's gasping breaths and a few labored words, but not close enough to feel the radiation of heat from each other's bodies. Whatever was the physical distance between their crosses, the space between the 3 executed men must have felt yawning, wide, unbridgeable. Each man enduring the labor of suffering and death on his own cross, alone and apart. It is perhaps the cruelest triumph of an empire execution, the final insult to human integrity, an isolated, unaccompanied death. But even upon his cross, and perhaps especially upon his cross, Jesus remains deeply connected to others. Jesus resists isolation and those powers that seek to separate suffering people from one another. In his final hours, Jesus continues to heal, liberate, and console. He is bridging distances that are unimaginable, not through physical touch, but through the powerful promise of his presence. Today you will be with me in paradise. The miracle Jesus offers to the crucified criminal is not one of rescue from death, but one of relationship unto and after death. May the tender mercies of Jesus' steadfast companionship speak to all anguished hearts on this day. As these final words take on new urgency in the wake of daily losses, may we claim the assurance that no death goes unaccompanied. The Spirit of the living Christ meets suffering and death with the promise of unending holy presence, restoration, and peace. Will you pray with me? Jesus, we trust you to bridge distances that we cannot bridge. We trust you to accompany all those who suffer and have died. We trust you to soothe churning hearts and still afflicted minds. Help us to resist the violence and cruelty of empire and to embrace the tenderness and peace of Christ. Help us to trust your promise of presence in life, in death, and in life beyond death. Amen.